Hey guys, I am super excited for this month's free assets on the Unreal Engine Marketplace. May 2024 is just an absolute dream. Now, I might be a little biased because I will always be an environment artist first, but I always love getting to walk through environments, experiencing the vision the artist puts into their art. That's actually one of the reasons why my friends don't invite me to play competitive shooters anymore. I'm always the one getting my head blown off because I'm too busy admiring the texture work on like a rock or something. But this month is an absolute treat. We've got a total of 8, yes, you heard me right, 8 beautiful environments to walk through, 9 if you count the one that comes with the grab system. I'm just over here falling in love with some of these visuals, and I'm pretty confident that you will too. So go ahead and hit the like button down below so we can jump in and check these bad boys out. All right, let's look at what we've got here. Free for the month of May 2024. We have the Modular Sci Fi Indoor-Outdoor environment. We have this Tokyo Stylized environment. We have this Advanced Flock system, which is a code plugin. We have the Replicated Grab system, and then we have an Environments bundle with 6 environments in it. Let's start from left to right. We're going to go with this Modular Sci-Fi Indoor-Outdoor environment. We're going to look in here, see what we've got. Let's click on this. Just look at some of these beautiful renders. I can't wait to get into the engine and see how these look there. We'll get in and we'll play around with those. But these just look amazing, and I feel like they look like they're going to be pretty modular too. So we're going to be able to do a lot with this environment kit right here. But going through here, this interior, this is just beautiful, amazing. I love it. I can see how you could come in here and, you know, lay out these modular pieces and make all kinds of different games in here, you know, make your own Dead Space or whatever you want to do. We even have a little bit of a landscape out here. Oh, here's a collection of all of these pieces. This all looks incredibly modular to me, especially when we look over here and we see pieces like this, and I just know that they're going to be able to snap together nicely, and I love seeing stuff like that. So this is absolutely amazing. You know, we can add this to a project, and I'm actually going to be using 5.4 for this demo today. We can see that this only goes up to 5.3, but even though it's only designed for up to 5.3, we can still use it in 5.4 because it's just an asset pack of 3D models. One thing that we got to be careful with is if we look down here, we see caution. This asset is not designed to use with nanite. That's fine. We'll be fine with that. But if you don't know how to add this to a 5.4 project, then you go to add it to a project. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to find this here. I don't have my 5.4 project here, but if I look at this one, we see assets are not compatible with versions. Select version, drop down here. We can just set 5.3 and then it'll let us add it to a 5.4 project. And this should be fine because it's just models and textures. All right, let's go back and we're gonna look at the next one here, this Tokyo Stylized environment. And I'll tell you, this one is actually my favorite of everything coming out of this month. So we look in here and this is just beautiful, beautiful setup. And we see all of these different angles. I love the art. You know me, I'm typically more into the realism, but a really solid stylized always gets me. And this is just some beautiful stylized work here. And just all of these different angles that we go through and we look at this. I feel like this is a really big map. And that's super cool because it's probably a bunch of modular pieces put together in different ways to create a large map like this. But there's just so much in here. There's so many images in here that I'm clicking through now. Just trying to get through these. Here we go. We see a top down and just look at this. Look at the size of this map, these streets here, all of these different buildings. And you look at it this way and it might not seem like it's too terribly large, but when you're the size of a player that, you know, is this tiny little dot down here and you're running through this, I mean, it's a pretty sizable chunk for a level. It's pretty cool. And then look at this. Laid out really nice modular pieces. Oh my gosh, this is so good, so good. I love this one. Now, the next one that I'm going to look at here is the Advanced Flock system. Now, this is a code plugin, so we're not going to work with this one today in this video, but I always want to give shout outs to the code plugins and have a look at them. So this right here, Advanced Flock system, what's it supposed to do? Advanced flock system is suitable for creating a simulation of a fish herd. Okay, so let's look at this. That's a lot of fish. It's a lot more fish there, a lot of fish there. Very cool, very cool. We can see how this works fitting into a fish tank with having actual bounds that you're working within. Very cool, very cool. I don't have a use for it today, but I could see where this could be really useful in a lot of games. Let's go back, and next up we're going to look at this replicated grab system. Now, if you don't know what replicated means, that means it works with multiplayer. So let's see, with the replicated grab system, you will be able to use your items as you wish. What does that mean? Let's have a look at this here. All right, okay, so we've got this guy. Here's another cool environment, cool stylized environment that we could work with if we wanted to. We've got this guy. It looks like he's levitating this right here. It looks like we're levitating the chair, moving it around. Let's see. Okay, so loading stuff up onto the truck. I can see this here. Something I could see really cool with a system like this would actually be working in like VR or something, where you've got to move things, put them in different places. I actually used to work for a company where we did VR training simulations and had to build something like this. So super cool to see something like this free on the marketplace. All right, so let's come back here. And the next one I'm going to look at is this mind-blowing pack right here of 6 environment maps. It says 6 environments with high quality texture ready for games. Save 55 USD with this pack. Actually, this month you can save $199.99 because it is free for the month of May. Definitely do not miss picking this up. And we scroll down here and we can actually see that there are 6 different maps that this artist sells individually on the marketplace, and these are all contained within this one pack right here. So let's have a look at these images. All right, so I see a nice cyberpunk city right here. I'm a big fan of the cyberpunk aesthetic, so this one is super cool. Let's go through this. More of this cyberpunk city. Oh, hey, we got this thing called Tomato City. This actually looks really cool. I really, really like this in here. Coming through this. Oh, yeah. This, I think this is the treehouse map here, maybe, possibly. So we got some demon stuff going on up there. This must be the same map. Almost kind of has that graveyard feel. It's a little gray in here, but it's still super cool looking. Like the trees. Okay, here we are. We've got an interior. This must be the engine room, I think it was. We got some nice emissives going on over here. I like that for the holograms. Coming through here. Oh, this is super cool. Love it. Oh, hey, look at this. We have an outdoor map right here. This is cool. I love the sun. I love the desert feel of this. Makes me feel like I'm in a desert. So that must be the Forglar desert map. Now, something really weird here, though, is this is a pack of environments. So it should just be art, but it says to create a project. So it's not an add to project. It's a create a project. Now, I don't know why it needs to create a project for this when it's just art, because typically it only sets it to create project when you do something like you change project settings. So for these, there's probably some kind of project setting that got changed. I don't know what it is, but so that means for this month's demo, we're going to start with creating a project from this rather than our typical third person. And then from there, we'll go back and we'll add in the other free asset packs. All right, here we are inside of Unreal. Let's go ahead and open up this modular sci-fi here. I'm just going to take a quick look at the static meshes folder. Oh, this is organized nicely. Just randomly, I'm gonna go into tech props, see what we got. Okay, cool. What are we looking at here? Okay, this is nice. Now these, I remember it says not useful with nanite, so we'll just keep that in mind. Gonna open up the levels here, and let's go into the landscape preview. So we'll let this open up here and we can see what we got going on. Okay, it's nice. I see a little warning up here. What do we got? Landscape actor with physical material needs to be rebuilt. Oh, cool. Looks like Unreal Engine 4 places that here instead of over here, or 5.4 rather. That's cool. Not gonna mess with that right now. But we look in here, and I can see it's looking pretty heavy, so turn off my camera there while I'm recording. Check out some show. All right, so yeah, we've got a good 60 plus in here. That's good. That's fine. That's gonna work for me. I look in this, and we don't have our third person projects set up in here. So I'm just going to go over here to add. I'm going to come up to add feature or content pack. I'm going to add third person, add to project, let it do that. Then we can see this down here. Cool. Next up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to edit, project settings, and I want to come down to maps and modes. And we're going to set our default game mode to this BP third person game mode, which it seems like we have a lot of them in here, probably added in from one of these packs. So I'm going to go ahead and select this one and then assign it here. There we go. So now this right here, I like this spot. So what I'm going to do is come over here to my 3 dots and change this to spawn player at current camera location. Then I'll hit play and see what happens when we drop in. Oh, hey, there we go. All right, it's a little chuggy at first as it's going through some things, but this is pretty cool looking. I really like this. I like the art in here. Can I go inside of this? Oh, yes, I can. It's dark. We don't have any lights going on right now. I can see my texture streaming pool is already over budget, but you know, that's okay. We can do optimization pass later. These rocks are really cool. I really like these rocks. Let's come over here and run through this. Oh, that's some cool fog, ground fog we got going on there, volumetric. Run over here. We're going to check this out right here. Ooh, I like this. I like these pieces. I really like the art on this. And I like these stairs, even though they don't make sense physically. But hey, it's sci-fi. Why should they make sense? All right, so we look up here. I love the texturing work on this. It is absolutely amazing. Let's see, what can we do? Gonna run across this. I'm pretty sure that this is giving me radiation poisoning as I run through it, but that's okay because we'll escape out of this before we die from it. I like this here. I like these grates. These are really nice grates. Those make me really happy. I'm gonna run over here. This piece is definitely pretty cool. Oh, and this wetness here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This wetness is absolutely amazing. This, my friends, is a good use of roughness to achieve effects like this. This is just so good. I love this wetness here. I love this. Oh my gosh. This piece right here. I love the layout of it. I love the way that it's put together. I love the material response on it. I love the roughness variation on these textures. Oh, this is just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. There's so much going on in this map, and I can see modular pieces throughout this. I can see, I think I came from over there. There was a little building over there, and I actually see the same one reused over here, just with a different layout with the stairs. Love it. Wonderful pack. Let's escape out of this. And what I want to do now is I'm going to have a quick look at this just to see. So this beautiful piece right here, I'll come down here and I'll look at this, and we see the mesh, and we can see that it has merged in its name, which tells me that this was originally a bunch of modular pieces that were put together and then merged into one mesh. Now, that's all cool and great. That's a good thing to do. One thing that I always worry about whenever we do something like that is you end up with this. It looks like we have 6 materials on this one mesh. And that's crazy. That ends up being essentially, you know, 6 different draw calls there. And that not the best for performance, but that's cool. Let me look at this piece here, and I see a bunch on here as well. Oh my gosh, we have 13 different materials going on with this, but let's have a look at these real fast. I'm just going to double click on this one and we'll look at it. Let's set it to a cube here. And okay, I am happy with this. I am fairly happy with this because this is obviously a trim sheet. And you know me, I love trim sheets. I talk about trim sheets all day. Trim sheets are just absolutely amazing and vital to a workflow when you're building an environment, especially for a game. So that makes me happy that it is built with a trim sheet there. I see a bunch of decal names. I'm not gonna click on those. Let's do this paint. Okay, obviously a tileable material here. That's great. This is probably the same too. We have some more trims. Oh yeah, these are some really nice trim pieces. So Normally, I would complain about how many materials we have on some of these things here, but I'm still happy on this because we're not using a bunch of bespoke materials. We're actually using a bunch of tileable materials and trim sheets, which is just the bread and butter of environment art. And it's just, I love it. I love seeing that. However, I am going to come over here and I'm going to look at one of these props, like this barrel here. What do we have? We have a single material on it. Okay, so this is a bespoke baked material, which is fine. It's fine for your props. You know, when you have props like this that need to have that, that's fine. But then when the majority of your architecture is built with tileables and trim sheets, that makes for a good environment. So I am very extremely happy with how this is put together. So let's go up here. And the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the Tokyo Stylized environment folder here. We're going to go ahead and go into maps, and I'm going to open up Tokyo right here. I'm not going to save this. I didn't really do anything to that trim, but we'll let this open up, and it opened up super quickly. Normally I pause the video while it's opening up maps so you guys don't have to watch through that. But this one opened up super quickly. I didn't have to pause the video. I'm looking around here. This is beautiful. You know what? I'm just going to Alt-P to drop in and play. Let's see if I can F11 to go full screen on this. I'm going to turn my camera off real fast so I'm not dealing with that. And we're going to run through here. This is just absolutely beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I feel like trying to record while full screen is causing a little bit of frame issues here. So we're going to F11 back down so we can run them through this way. Okay, that's a little bit better. Running through this and just looking around. Oh, wow. Wow, okay, so there's a train. There is an actual train that moves, that zooms through the map. That was entirely surprising. I had no idea that was going to happen. Walk over here and look up. It's probably a good thing that I looked up. If I hadn't looked up, I would have totally missed that. Now I find myself standing here and, you know, trying to see if it'll happen again, but I guess not. So let's come down here. Oh, wait. Oh, there it is. There it is again. Oh, yeah. But I look through here and I look at this. Oh, man, this map, it just absolutely, wow. Like, this map right here makes me want to just stop everything I'm doing and make a game inside of it. It is a beautiful map, beautiful stylized art. Seems to be very, very performant. Oh, looks like we have some walking volumes here. That's probably actually a good thing. That's because that side of the map over there probably, I'm going to guess, is if I shift F1 and I eject real fast. Let's fly over here. Okay, yeah, this is the end of the map. Okay, so this blocking volume over here is really, really good. So we're not running over there. So let's get back into the game here. And I'm going to run around. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. With the train and everything that I saw going, I almost halfway expected to walk up to this and it just automatically opened for me. But that's okay. That's okay. This right here, it's got a nice reflective nature to it. It's really cool. We're going to come over here. Ooh, and just like the detail put into this alleyway here. The fact that we have this bike right here. Oh, absolutely amazing. You can jump through here. Yes. Oh, this is really cool. I feel like this would be like going into a grocery store or supermarket or something. Maybe there's some words up there. Oh, no, there's not. Oh, this is probably like a hotel or maybe some apartments. Cool. We got all these signs over here, and I love the hand-painted nature of the text on this. It's just super cool. Absolutely amazing. This is a beautiful map. I want to run through it. Let's see what we got on the other side. Oh, this right here, that's definitely like a department store or something. Or maybe, you know, it could be a hotel. Who knows? There's another bike right there. Oh, I see yep, there's the train again. I can see how the shadow casts across everything. So I guess it is on a loop going back and forth. That's cool. I just really love how this is put together. This foliage here looks pretty good. I could probably do with, oh no, it does have some wind on it. It's just very, very subtle. Okay, I like that. I love how these traffic cones have this sort of sci-fi looking, like emissives on it and everything. It's really cool. Those little bottom clamps. I come over here. I feel like this is going into like a parking garage, or maybe that's the train station. Of course, they don't want you driving into the train station. We run over here. This is just beautiful. I love this set. And another blocking volume here, so we can't go through there. But one thing I really like about this map that they did is that even where we have these blocking volumes and we can't go any further, in the visible distance, we can actually see stuff back there. So even though we can't go back there ourselves, it does look like everything continues on, like the city continues on beyond this. And that is just absolutely amazing, super cool. And of course, you know, we can't exit out of this map without taking a look at and admiring these cherry blossom trees here. Just run through underneath them. Oh yeah, that is absolutely amazing and beautiful. There's the train again. I love that. I cannot get over that. Oh, and is that 3D text right there? 3D katakana? Okay, cool. Cool, I love it. Absolutely love it. So I'm going to spend this entire video in this map if I don't escape out of it now, because it's just absolutely mind-blowing, you guys. It is mind-blowing. I love this thing. So super excited with this. But let's hold off. Let's hold off. We have another 6 environments to go through with the map bundle here. So let's go ahead and get into this. And I'm going to start with the engine room. So we're just going to go left to right in these and look at each one of these maps. So let's go into the engine room. Let's see levels here. I see the build data, which means that this was originally built in Unreal Engine 4, because, you know, you typically get this when you're using light map baking. So we have a landscape, we have demo assets, that's going to be our asset gem, and then demo 1. I think demo 1 is going to be the one that we're going to find some art in. So open it up, don't save it. See, that one opened decently quick too, but I still had to pause it, so you guys didn't have to watch that. But I look in here, and the first off, it doesn't really look like what it did in the screenshots. It looks really dark in here. I fly around, I look over here. Oh yeah, this definitely does not look like what it did in the screenshots. That is unfortunate, but it probably has to do with the fact that most of this in here, the screenshots were probably Unreal Engine 4, it was baked lighting, and this was just upgraded to Unreal Engine 5 and not really set up for Lumen. Let's see, do we have a post-process volume in here? Yes, we do. So we'll click on this. First thing I'm going to do is come down here and see if it is Infinite Extent Unbound. Yes, it is, so it covers everything. We're going to come up here and let's see, global illumination method, lumen. It is turned on, reflections are lumen. Okay, cool. Let's see what we got going on here. I'm going to go ahead and close my content browser real fast, and we're going to look in this. Just going to click on this right here, and I can see a point light in this room. And let's look at this point light and see what's going on with it. All right, so first off, it has an intensity of 1 candela. That's not very bright at all. Let's see, our color is set here. It has a fairly small attenuation radius. It actually looks much bigger than that. Maybe it's just a really claustrophobic environment. We look down here. We do have cast shadows turned on. Okay, what happens if I turn off effects world? You can see that it only adds just a little bit down here. So is this the main light of the room? What if I were to crank this up to say 8? Now we can actually see a little bit more in this room. And if I scroll down, I turn off effects world, we can see how much that actually adds in here. But I do see some other lights in this room, a bunch of rect lights. Okay, we've got this one. What's our intensity on it? 2 candelas. Okay, let's come down here and check our advanced, and we're gonna see what's going on in here. Okay, all of our stuff's normal in there, and I'll scroll up. We have this 363 attenuation radius, but what if we crank this up to 8? Okay, I think what's going on here is that the lights just are not bright enough in here. So I'm gonna drop this down to 2. I'm gonna go back to this one. I'm gonna drop it to the 1 that it was before, and then we're going to find that post-process again. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to search for it. You go to this post-process volume, I'm going to drop down exposure, and I see exposure is set to 0.1. Do we have auto exposure going? Yes. Okay, so our min EV100 is set pretty high there. But what we'll do is we'll just reset our exposure compensation to default, which is 1, and doesn't do much for us there. Let's set this to 2, and that makes it a little bit more visible in here. So if we go to 0.1 where it was before, and we can see how dark it was, and then I go to 1, and then I go to 2, we can see the auto exposure starting to kick in. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop in here and play. Okay, we look at this. Nice, nice. It does seem a little chuggy trying to play it here while recording, but with our exposure compensation kicked up, that's pretty nice. Looks like I can't go through this door, so I'm going to escape out of it, and we're going to just fly through the door this way. And then we look in here, and okay, so with the exposure compensation bumped up, this does start to look a lot more like what we saw in the screenshots. But I am also really starting to see this video memory has exhausted. It's over VRAM budget. I do not have a weak card. I have plenty of VRAM to go around, so this just tells me that we could probably optimize a lot of these textures here. Do we have anything upstairs? We'll come up here. It looks like we do have something upstairs, but it's fairly simple and kind of just a showcase of how the modular pieces can be put together. All right, so next up, I am going to go ahead and go to the next one in the list. So you can dock this in layout. We'll go up the maps bundle. I'm gonna go to the desert map. We'll go into levels, and we're gonna go to this one right here. And no, I don't wanna save anything in this. All right, and this one did take a little while to open up, but let's fly around here and see what we got. I like it. I like the shape language. If I change from lit to detail lighting, I really, really like the shape language of this map. This is really nice. I really like this detail through here. But if I go to lit mode, I feel like I would probably do more with the textures. I don't seem to be getting as much performance issue or over budget in here, because we can see that these are a little bit lower resolution textures, which is fine. But I do feel like I would probably, as an environment artist, come in here and add a little bit more, like some decals or vertex painting or something in here. So let me go ahead and drop in and play. Okay, wow. Wow, that took a little bit for the auto exposure to kick in. And now it's showing me over budget again. That's okay, that's okay. Now let's run through here. Okay. All right. I like this. I like how the sun is coming through this window, and we get the God rays, and we get that design over there on the wall. Really super cool. These guys, like those statues. Oh, this is going to take us out into the desert world. And we actually have another building over here. Come into this. We don't have any lights in here. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's fine. Let's look at the trees. We look at the outside. Oh, it's like we got a little bit of a... We have a little bit of a city through here, or a village, rather. And I'm running through this. Okay, this is cool. This is cool. I do feel like the roughness on this sand is a little off. Oh, a blocking volume there. All right, okay. That roughness is really high. I come over here and I look at it. Okay, yeah, it is pretty global here. So I was thinking maybe that's just a spot where there's like a water leak or something. But this over here, like open, we see this, and it's really, really reflective. So the roughness on this, I would definitely crank up, because I don't feel like the sand out in the desert should be this shiny. Go ahead and escape out of this, and we're gonna move to the next map in the list, which is going to be the Hell Cage. So the Hell Cage here, we go in here, levels, we're going to go into Hell Cage Final, and don't save that. Keeps asking me to save the trim that I didn't do anything to. But I look in here, and oh, I'm already liking what I see. Oh, I love the detail on these columns. Oh, see, this is where if we were playing a first-person shooter, I would absolutely be just shot in the head, because I would be over here just admiring the detail on these columns. That's just absolutely amazing. Super, super cool. I do like the shininess of these rocks. It makes it feel wet in here. This whole place feels wet. I feel like I should feel warm based on this over here, but I feel a little damp, we'll say. Oh, hey, we have a whole opening down there. Let's check this over here. So this, okay, this goes the outside, and it looks like our player start is actually right here. So, let's drop in right here. And all right, there's that auto exposure. Feels like nighttime. I didn't feel like it felt like nighttime when I was in the editor, but it's nighttime here. We come through here. Really cool with the super bright glowing skulls in there. I like that. Let's come into this. I love those doors. I feel like that's actual geometry. That is super cool. Love that. So I'm in here. I'm coming over here. I see lights, but I feel like there should be fire particles there. And I feel like when I was in editor, I did see particles there. So maybe they're just not activating here. But this here, okay, I like that. I like the sword. I like this little desk here. I don't know why the desk is there, but I do like it. We have a bunch of them throughout here. These are some really cool looking columns. Now, something that I really, really like here is the gold on these dragons. And not necessarily the gold itself, but the way that it looks on top of the stone. So I absolutely love seeing stone and precious metal together, you know, golds, bronze, stuff like that. And it's just so cool to see that on there. I love that. And I love how the metalness works with this. I feel like there's the perfect roughness variation across both the stone that the gold is on and then the gold itself. It really works for me. I really like that. Super cool. I love these chains up here. I don't know why they're there. I don't know what the purpose of those chains is, but I am glad that they are there. Just like these right here. I am glad that these chains are right here. So now let's go ahead and go down these stairs. Oh, that's kind of bumpy camera. I like how we have these rocks just kind of sticking out of the wall. I don't know why, but it does it for me. I'm not sure why. You know, there's a chain right there. Well, I guess the hell cage, nothing should make sense, right? Why should it make sense? It would make more sense for it to not make sense. Okay, so I like those chains there. Oh, I love this door. This door is amazing. But I'm feeling a weird sense of scale here. Okay, so just to be clear and clarify, I'm going to run back out here, and then I'm going to come in this, and this door is definitely made, this opening is definitely made for a character of this size. Anything bigger and you would not be able to fit through it. So this room feels correct. This room feels like it should be a character of this size here, especially looking at like this desk. Maybe a little bit bigger. That would be a super big sword, but technically I have a sword that size downstairs. It takes 2 hands to weld, but you know, still feels right. But then I come down these stairs, which also feel correct. They absolutely feel correct for this size of character. But I get here and these stairs are bigger. And not only are the stairs bigger, but I get down to this and I feel like a mouse looking up at this, this cage door here. And then if I come over here, I can't even reach the key. So, oh wow, I am distracted by the roughness variation on this door. I love this door. I am going to steal this door and use it somewhere. I'm standing here and my head doesn't even reach where the key is. So this tells me that there are demons of considerable size in this hail cage that are acting as the wardens here. So that's super cool. It gives a sense of immersion that, you know, at first, you know, you might think, oh, it's off scale, but then you realize, especially when you come in here and you see the desks again, you see things that return the scale to normal, but you still have these huge cage doors like that. And it's just like, I don't know, it really works for me to immerse in the idea that there are these super tall demons that are, you know, acting as my warden here as I'm trying to escape and avoid them. So running around this is really cool. I ran by this. I thought it was a water fountain at first. I'm like, yay, I am in hell and it's really hot and I want a water fountain. Okay, cool. Go over here. What is this? This is a dark room that I'm afraid I'm going to fall to my death if I keep going, but I guess not. Okay, it's just a dark room. We'll run through here. Okay, yeah, now see this right here. This is what does it for me. So this cage door is absolutely a good size for a normal size character, while these other ones are to, where are they? Where do they go? Oh, right over there. To let the wardens through. Definitely. Really immerses me in the idea that I am in this hellscape here. All right, here's another room, super bright in here. Okay, and then Gonna come over to this one right here. Yeah, this is definitely a cage for somebody of my size. Okay, here are some chains to keep you locked up. This is probably where we might escape from. The only thing that bothers me about this is it's clearly made for a smaller character or normal size character, but the distance that these chains are apart are just a little bit too far. I would actually bring these in a little bit more so they could, you know, feel like they were actually pulling the character's arms to the side. Let me grab both of these and move them over this way. We have a ring too. Probably group those. Yeah, so a little bit closer like that, so it would feel like the, you know, character was actually chained up. But really cool, really cool. Love this one, the Hell Cage, super cool. Now let's go into a neon city, and we're going to jump into my cyberpunk obsession. Let's go into map 1 here. All right, don't save. This one actually opened really, really quickly. But we're in here, and I look around, I look around, I look around. I like it. I like the neons. Love the neons. Let's just go ahead and jump in and play. I want to see what it's like to play inside of here. So, running around with this. Okay, this is really cool. I feel like everything is really shiny on the roughness side, but with the ground here, this really shiny area that makes it look wet and the way it's coming out of the manhole over there, really, really nice. I like that, and I like the shininess of the trash bags over here, but I don't necessarily like the shininess on the walls. The metal over here makes sense. The walls, it just for some reason doesn't, and makes things like this trash bin look just a little out of place. But no, that's super cool. That's super cool. We got some boxes over there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If these stairs were in real life, if they were here in San Diego and I was out in the wild and they led up to a restaurant, I would eat at that restaurant or go to that bar or whatever it was. But it looks like I'm not going anywhere. The stairs leading to nowhere. They must be these stairways to heaven, which means probably you're enticed by the glowiness. You run up these, you're going to run up here, and then suddenly you get shot in the head because you're too busy looking at textures, and then you ascend to heaven. So yeah, stairway to heaven. Got it. Oh, hey, a ladder over there. I like the ladder. Let me run around on this side, and we're going to see that. And oh, actually, more than the ladder, I like the fence here. I really like the fencing. That looks super cool. Looks like we have a little bit of an alleyway here. Blocking volume. We can't go any further, but I love the lights back there. That's one of my favorite colors. Okay, so let's run over here. More stairways to heaven. Yes, same thing. No door up here. And I feel like the ladder was in the same place. But, oh, hey, here's a spot. Looks like we got a little robot there, and we can go inside. Okay. It's an empty closet. Cool, cool, cool. Run around this way. Oh, we got some cloth. The cloth gets really shiny on this side. I feel like it could be rougher, but that's cool. That's cool. That's okay. We'll come over here. I really like that one right there. That's really super cool. Those Post-it notes. Oh my gosh. I feel like, oh yes, yes. They are Post-it notes. Oh, I am in love with that. That is super cool. We look over here. Oh, I like these cables. Really super cool. But then we're running through this environment here. I love the neon. I love the blinking neon over there. We come over here. I love the shape language and all this. Is this going down? Going down into a nightclub? Maybe? Oh, hey, no. Oh, no. It's into a back alley. Takes me into a back alley. I can actually jump over here and escape that way. Okay. Running through this? I like it. I like it. I don't know what these are. I guess if you're using this in a game, you would fill these out with your own set dressing, your own props, your own NPCs, whatever. Looking through this is cool. This is cool. I like it. Oh, there's that fence again that I really like. Oh, wow. It got really weird over here. Those God rays are nice. I love that. I absolutely love those God rays right there. Yes. Okay, running through here. Okay, so there's a door with a bright shiny on it. Okay, cool. Yeah, I like this environment. It's pretty cool. Now let's escape out of it, and we're going to go up to the next one, which is Tomato City. So we went from Neon City to Tomato City, and let's go into levels here. And I see a demo new to build data, but I don't see demo new to map. Okay, let's check out the grass demo maybe. We'll go into the grass demo here, and okay, this looks like it's just a demo map with the grass in it. Okay, some good grass, but I want to see the full thing. I want to see that, like that treehouse kind of thing that we saw before. So what's in the demo assets? Oh, okay. So here's the stuff to create that tomato looking house. There are the trees. Oh my gosh, this tree. Oh, I love this tree. I love the way that this is laid out. The branches, the roots and everything. These guys are crazy creepy with being pink and sparkly like that. But let's come over here and we're gonna look at the tomato house, and we're gonna look at this like an onion house or something. That's a nice looking bridge. I like that, and I actually really like this here. That's super cool. Tomato City, nice. I love the wheelbarrow. I love these trees over here. These are really good, but I'm actually really sad because I really wished I was going to be able to see this in a map. But it looks like the actual map that has everything laid out into the Tomato City somehow got deleted when this got packaged up. So I guess we're just going to have to miss out on that one. All right, so I'll go ahead and go to the next one. Maps bundle. We're going to go to the tree house here. We're going to go into levels, and then we'll do demo auto 4 maybe. Right, so we'll open this one up. Okay, cool. The particle effects definitely work in this one. That's cool. I like these hanging vines here. That's really cool. All right, I look in here. Oh, hey, we're using this. Oh, these are really nice. I like these pieces right here. I could reuse those for something else. We come in here. We look at this, and I like the layout through here. I'm going to come through this. I like these boards, the way they are on the ground, and I like the walkway. Let me jump in and play with this. Let my auto exposure kick in. Yeah, it's working really slow in these maps. But yeah, I like how we run through this, down this little pathway, and then we get over here to the other side, and then we see this little tree area. I feel like those might be the same meshes used in the hellscape with the green glowiness. So I almost feel like this map should lead me to the hellscape one, or maybe this is just different level. You know, it's a different level of hell in this case. Cool. These nice little columns here. That's cool. Oh, I love how the fire like reflects off of this wagon here, but I don't like the bloom on the fire here, because it's kind of blinding, and I wouldn't expect that from a fire, but it is really cool how it reflects off of the wagon there. Now, something with this map that really gets me, there are actually a couple of things that get me. So let me escape out of this, and let's talk about this for a second. Let me fly over here and take my time flying over here. It's a little choppy in this particular map, but I look at this, and the first thing that gets me is that I see a lack of color in this, and I know that I'm not in like a lighting only mode or anything, because I see the color in the foliage here, and I see, you know, the color from these metal pieces over here, but just the general grayness of all of this, I feel like it could be either a different gray or maybe a brown or have some kind of color in it. If I were to go to detail lighting mode, everything goes gray. And that's what we expect when we go to detail lighting mode, because the idea behind detail lighting mode is you have no base color, you have no albedo, everything is just gray, so you can see how the lighting affects the world without the influence of the albedos or the base colors in the material. But when I switch from detail lighting back over to lit, the place that I get worried about is like, it looks to me like it didn't convert all the way over. Like some of these pieces are still stuck in detail lighting mode and didn't quite get their base colors coming in, which does make me feel like, is there a bug with Unreal? Did my editor crash out or something like that? I don't know. So this here, let's see, we got this landscape. We'll come into this. I'm gonna open up this material instance right here, and we have a bunch of, let's see, ground path, height intensity. Okay, so we got a bunch of stuff in there. Let's go ahead and open up the landscape material here. See what we got. Let's see. Here's our ground path. It seems at one point we had a ground path 2. And this is coming from a material function and an unspecified function down here. Okay. So I'm going to double click and open up and go into this and see what's in this layer. And okay, what's our base color look like? Here's my ground path texture. Okay, so I see this and I just feel like there's more color and detail in this than there is out here, because this looks really, really gray compared to if I bring this up and let's shrink this down. That looks, yeah, it looks really, really gray comparatively. And some of the green looks pretty desaturated in there as well. So I would, if this was my map, I would definitely, honestly, I would just utilize this right here. I wouldn't do any crazy things to the color because I do feel like this works nicely. Like I believe this, but this out here, I don't necessarily believe. All right, so those right there are the environments that we have with this, and absolutely amazing. Absolutely love seeing this many environments in a free month. But oh, I forgot to talk about the second thing that caught me, and it just caught my attention again. This right here, this little flag, it looks really out of place in this because everything is flat with the dark here, and it has some really sharp fringes down here, and I just feel like that I should be seeing this and like say that Tokyo stylized map. I would expect to see it there, but here I would have expected more of like a cloth texture or something on this. But okay, once again, now those were our environments, and I love seeing environments, but how you want to use these and put them together is going to be totally up to you. All right, next up, let's look at the grab system here. Now I'm in the content grab system folder, and I see we have maps here. We have a third person example map. Okay, so let's go into this. I'm going to do don't save again. I don't know why it keeps asking me to save that thing. I didn't do anything to it. But we come in here and this loads up. Okay, we got some stuff in here. I thought we had an actual environment. Just real quick, a demo, geometry, meshes. I guess I was wrong. I guess we don't actually have another environment that goes with it. It was just an example being used in those screenshots. That's cool. That's cool. So here we are in this, but judging by the fact that it is a third-person example map, I am going to guess that it is using its own game mode. So let me see my world settings here. Okay, so it does have it already assigned in here. I really, really wish that they would have renamed this so it would be less confusing, but let's jump in here and play, and we'll see what happens. Okay. Let's turn the camera off while recording. All right. So, example, snappable actors, auto rotator. What am I supposed to do? Example, can't push actor. Okay. Well, it looks like I can push it. Oh, hey, here are some instructions. Okay, so Q for rotate mode, R for reset position, middle mouse for limit rotation, mouse left, start and end interact, mouse right, throw or snap, mouse wheel, zoom in and out. Okay, so I look at this and I click, I have to hold it. Okay, so we hold it. Let's see what happens if I do Q, nothing. There's not gonna, oh, hey, there we go. Let's see, mouse wheel is going to bring it in and out. Okay, and then right click throws it. Cool. Okay, what about this one right here? So I'll pick this up. I'm going to try Q. Okay, so Q doesn't actually seem to work. Oh, wait, I have to hold it. Okay, so I hold it, and then I move my mouse. Okay, that makes sense. And then I can, to reset rotation, I can put it out here, and let's see, what is this? Throw or snap. I put it right here. Oh, that was a throw. So let's come over here. I'm going to pick you back up. And oh no. Here we go. I'm going to set you down right here by letting go, left click. Okay, now let's look at this. Example, snappable actors. Okay, auto rotator, custom throw power. All right, so if I click to pick this up, oh, hey, there's a nice little arrow. Okay, so if I hold Q down, yeah, it's not going to let me rotate. But if I let's see, I try to move it up here. Okay, it rotates to the wall. If I let go, okay, let's pick it up again. Bring it up to the wall. I'm trying to get it to rotate the way that it did before. Okay, maybe I right click. No, that throws it. Mouse right is throw or snap. Okay, how do I do this? Example, snappable actors. Let's see, custom throw power. Okay, what if I can move that around, right? Let's see, drop it. Yeah, pick it up. And if I right click, yeah, right click still throws it. I don't know why it doesn't do the snapping. Okay, so you can see how that works. And of course, we got all these physics things over here. Just pick stuff up and, oh, I lost it. Oh no, it's right in my face. And I'm gonna throw it. Didn't quite make it over. And throw it. There we go. Okay, yeah, we can come over. I'm gonna grab this one and I'm gonna throw it. Oh, we have our own little mini game here. Why can't I pick it up? There we go. And bam. There we go. Yeah, so we can pick these up and throw them. I'll pick this one up and custom throw power. Right click. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I actually see how this could be all kinds of things. Oh, wow. Yeah, custom throw power. I like that. This here, what do we got to make this work? Let's look in here in this map. Click on this and anything special about it. Okay. Yeah, BP child can't push actor. Snappable actor. This one right here is a master grab. Okay, so we do have blueprint set up here, so it's not just something you can go in and grab any physics object or anything like that. So let's look at this. Okay, we got a lot of stuff going on here. We are commented and organized, so remember that this is replicated, so it is made for multiplayer. Okay. We're doing like proper RPCs and all that. Definitely. Okay, yeah, this is gonna work. Multiplayer, client server, all that stuff. So we have this master grab, static mesh. What's in our construction script here? Nothing. Okay. So everything is in the event graph. Cool. And then I am curious what we're doing with, let's see. Okay, we're using an IMC, our advanced input mapping. I'm glad about that. So we don't have to change any project settings. That's why we didn't have to create a project for this one. But if I come in here, meshes, okay, I don't want that. Third person BP, blueprints, okay. BP third person character. We open this up and okay, yeah. We've got a lot of stuff going on in this blueprint here. We can see all the old stuff. And of course we can see all of the new stuff in here that our developer has set up. It looks like a lot of math going on. And then, okay, I was wondering if it was originally Unreal Engine 4 in here, but it does look like these are set up to be using the input mapping system with the same color of comments that come in the default. So definitely this character here was started with Unreal Engine 5. Mouse input. Okay, so we're skipping over some of the input actions and going straight to some of the just like straight up key presses. Yeah, which is fine. I mean, if I was going to use this, I would change it. Obviously, like we want these to be representative of, what is written on the wall here when we're testing it. But once again, I would probably set that up in an advanced input mapping. But yeah, okay, so that is cool. I like that. I'm sure I could find a use for this to do some kind of mini game with. And I can see we have 2-player starts here. So we have the ability to do this in multiplayer. But super cool. All right, here we are back in our Tokyo environment. You know how much I love this one right here. We're gonna bring the grab system into this one real fast. I want to be able to grab these cool looking cones and throw them around. So what I'm going to do for that is I am going to find my grab system folder. I'm going to go into, not blueprint, it was a demo. Here we go. And into my third person BP, and we'll go into blueprints here. And here we go. Here's our game mode. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to actually rename this right here. So from BP third person game mode to BP grab game mode. I don't know why it wasn't already done to that. Okay, so BP third person character. Just to make sure, we're going to do BP underscore grab character. There we go, like that. And I'm going to set my game mode override for my Tokyo map here to BP grab game mode. And now this should set my grab character up as the main. So now the next thing that I will do is I want to go up here. We're going to go into blueprint and actor. I'm kind of guessing here. Okay, so here's this BP master grab. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new folder in here that I'm going to call custom. And I am going to come into this, right click, create a blueprint class. And this time I'm going to go down here to all classes and I am going to search for grab actor, BP master grab. Here we go. There we go. That one. So I'll hit select and now I have created a blueprint that is a child of the master grab actor. So I'll do BP underscore grab cone like that. We're going to open this up and I'm going to drag this over here. I'm going to right click, close tabs to the right because I don't need all that other stuff. And then we shall control B on this cone. And I'm going to find this cone mesh right here. I'm going to click on this static mesh. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to assign that here. So now our static mesh here is going to be the cone. So we're going to see how well this actually integrates into our game, how easily. Okay, so I will take that. And now, actually, one more step. Let's browse to this. And we're going to go in here and I'm going to bring this cone right here like that. So then I'm going to drop in. I'm going to play. I am no longer a third-person character, but that's okay. That's okay. And then I'm going to grab this cone and swing it around and try and throw it up there and hit the train. And that did not work. But that is super cool right there. And it becomes a physics actor, which these cones weren't before. So, here we go. Here we go. I got this. We're going to have some fun with this one right here. So this bike, we're going to make that grabbable and throwable. So I'm going to control D on this, BP underscore grab bike. There we go. Open this up and we're going to grab this bike, control B to it. And now this child, it is in settings only mode, but that's okay. We can look in our class defaults here, and I don't have anything in here for setting up my actual mesh as a variable. So we'll just click on this open full blueprint editor, go to static mesh, and I am going to assign this bike right here, compile it, browse to it, minimize it. I'm going to throw the bike in here. And then actually I am also going to click on this bike and then I'm just going to, with my grab bike selected here, right click, replace selected actors with, and I'm going to go to BP grab bike. So now if I drop in and play, we'll come over here and I've got two bikes that I can swing around. If I hold down Q, I can rotate it and throw it. And it doesn't go very far, but it is a physics object. So that's pretty cool. It would be cool if we could do something where we could pick these up, and that one actually doesn't want me to pick it up. Probably because, okay, we got some warnings from there, but we look at this and go to the details. It should, no, it looks like that. No, it did turn it over to a BP grab, but for some reason I was unable to grab it. So maybe being able to replace it is not going to work too easily in this, although it really should. But you can see how you can use that grab system to have fun inside of any one of these maps where, you know, say you could come over here and you could start stealing all these bikes and throwing them around or just throwing cones around and stuff like that. So super cool. I love being back in this map. Is such a beautiful map. All right, so that is all of this month's non-code plugin free assets. If you haven't already added them to your library, then be sure to do that before they're gone. Well, not gone, just no longer free. They'll still be on the marketplace. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my running around a bunch of game environments, and it was really, really fun to toss around cones and bikes in the Tokyo environment. Even though I was unable to hit the train with a bike, or a cone for that matter. But if you enjoyed this, hit that like button and drop a comment down below to let me know which map was your favorite. You know which one was mine, but I'm really curious to hear what was yours. And if you want to learn how you can confidently fly around Unreal enjoying each month's free marketplace assets, check out my masterclass in the link below. All right, that's a wrap. I'll see you next time.